Welcome to Shave&Butcher. I just sold my homing pigeon on eBay for the 22nd time. Thanks, Ken. We're going to try out a completely new razor. This is a prototype made by Matti. It's a DE double-edged safety razor that he's made by hand. Well, he's used machines, but it's not, he turned this himself and he made all the bends. I'll put a link to the video he made from making it. It's a 3-piece non-adjustable razor. I'm not a very proficient user of, I'm slow with my hands too, proficient DE user. I don't use it at all, hardly. But these are the pieces. This is the prototype, so it's not exactly what it's going to look like at the end. But I'll try and fit a blade into this, and I'll lather up and I'll start shaving and give you the first impressions. The blade, and I know nothing about blades, but the blade is a rake. See you soon. All lathered up with Matti's own soap, Black Osa today, and obviously his own brush. Now, one thing I noticed with this, and again, lack of experience, this is an Edwin Jäger DE86. So it's slightly longer handle. This thing is heavy, stainless steel, heavy, but well balanced because everything is quite heavy. So I'm gonna take it for a spin and try not to butcher the skin, because I typically cut myself quite a bit more with these than with straights. So Matti made 2 base plates. One is milder than the other. I forget which one I have, I'll check afterward. It sure is cutting hair. That's all you need from a razor, right? So all I want from a DE razor is not to butcher my face and to get a decent shave. Should I swap to? Yeah, I'll swap to left. That's what I do with the straight. Struggling with the angle a little bit. There you go. So he sent this to me. Said, can you try it out? And I said, why? I know nothing. Well, that's one reason why. So, okay. Nothing annoying about it so far, which is good. I like the heft. It feels like a very genuine piece of engineering. It feels expensive, You will want a heavy-ish razor again, I have so little to compare with. You get the feeling this is well built. This is a prototype, so it's not perfect, which, perfection will come with practice. But I like it. Feels good. What does he know? Well, nothing much. But hey, okay, I'm a novice when it comes to DE shaving, but novices experiences are important as well. So here we go. Second pass, and I'm just going to do the same pass as I do with the straight. I can, of course, go different angles. And with the straight, but I won't. This is where the blood's going to come. Okay, what do I do here? Oh. You DE experts are going, oh. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. It's not going to be perfect, but it's interesting. Well, okay. I was going to say call it a day, but I'll just rinse and see. It's good enough for work. Hey. Very cool. I'll continue experimenting with this, and I'll do pieces on tape as well. Really cool. I wonder what it's called. But it looks cool. I think it's beautiful. Feels well built. It's heavy. Feels expensive, classy. I like the luster in the design. It's not super shiny. It's a bit, I don't know. It's really cool. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Okay, second attempt with the Matti razor. Haven't loaded it, so I'll load it for you. I don't know if you find that interesting, but here's how the handle screws off. You've got the two pieces, which I rarely know what they're called. Come on, go. If you hold okay, that's what they look like. So you take the blade. This is a rake, Swedish steel, don't know what it is. Pop it into there, and then the base plate thingy. And I'm surprised because I thought this would feel like, yeah, okay, homemade, first attempt at something really complicated, but it feels really, really genuine and, you know, tight, you know what I mean? So anyway, there's the razor. To shave my head with the other of Matti's stuff, and I'm going to use the same thing for the face. This is Harry Wong. Managed to get a bit of water there. You gotta have waterproof labels, Matti. This is basil, peppermint, lemon, and orange. Put that there on a Matti brush. And the container, the little container with the Swedish flag on it. There you go. So cool. So in the first shave, I didn't get as close as I wanted to. This is how you load a small container. It's possible. So I'm gonna try and find out why. It has nothing to do with the razor. It's me with DE razors. I just don't know what to do. I think I'm shaving like if I had a straight razor. That's the problem. Okay, here we go. Let's have another crack at it. I think it's angled too. I think my angle was wrong. I really don't know what I'm doing. This feels better. I'll attempt a bit of buffing. Or this is just a mild eraser. I hear are different mildnesses in them. I think that's better, feels better. Gonna try, I'll do right hand today, see if that goes well. Can you hear the birds? Got the window open. Could have done an outdoor shave today. Maybe I will tomorrow. You know, the angle isn't all that obvious. I thought it was sort of automatic with the D, but it isn't. Okay, because you have to tilt it, otherwise nothing comes off. Newbie trying the DE shave, hey? Okay. Still not as close as it would be with a straight. But I'm kind of having fun. This is enjoyable. And this soap, soap base is great. You've heard me say that. You've heard many people say that. The scent on this thing is just really, really nice. It is mainly I don't know, I was going to say it's mainly a citrus type scent. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, angle. There you go. I was too frightened yesterday. That's how you buff, isn't it? No clue. And you go, right? Okay. Better. Perhaps this is how the 3-pass shave was invented. It's just, I don't know what my 3rd pass would be up here. Across, maybe? I keep holding my hand here as if I want to stretch. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing. It takes practice. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Okay, and I've been holding here some painting on some additional leather. This soap. I'm telling you folks, get a Matti soap. Maybe DE shaving could be fun after all. I've discarded it. Where am I? Okay, let's see what that feels like. Pretty good, actually. Much closer than yesterday, not super close. But if I do a 3rd pass, which I don't know where to go, it'll be a pickup pass. Let's do it. BBS, baby. But then I really need to feel where I'm at. Okay, it's a bit of work here. Yeah, that's good. This is essentially against the grain as well. Yeah, that's good. Oops. Oh, that was okay. When you feel it not moving because the blade's in your way. Oh. Pretty cool. Now if you do this sort of going back and buffing with a straight razor, it's going to be blood. Okay. What if I turn it to one of those BBS folks that I've got to chase it? A DE requires a bit more work. To get really close. So you really have to know your angles a bit better. Wow. Plus, some areas where I never get BBS, sort of like here, I just leave it. It's close enough, you get used to that. But now, you can get everything and it's like a poison. Okay, here's always tricky too. Where should I grow? Okay, bit of a revelation. Still parts I can do this. I would have to do this all day. That is really close. Cool. Second attempt and I'm really happy. Still rubbish at this and it will take a lot of time to get good, but that's about as close a shave as I get. Certain areas, cool, really good. Clearly the thing is working. Okay, keep practicing. We'll be back, do another clip and see you soon. Okay, I'm back for another round with the Matti razor. So yesterday I shaved on camera, which is what you just saw, and then I shaved another time in the evening. So I did two shaves, 4 passes BBS in the same day. Changing up the soaps a bit. This is Sorrento from Moon Soaps. Still the Matti brush. Have a bit of residue because I just shaved my head, but I did that with the Shave&Butcher, which went pretty well. I'm getting to know the Shave&Butcher. Still prefer the leaf, but it's growing on me, so it's definitely not a bad razor. But yeah, I wanted to try 2 full shaves, BBS, 3.5, 4 pass shaves sort of thing in the same day, what that was like, and it worked just fine. Skin felt good afterwards. Skin feels good today. So this will be my 4th shave then with the Matti brush and the 3rd on camera with you guys. Well, okay, so fourth use on the blade as well. I don't know if the blades are gonna be good enough or if we have to change. I have a feeling from Chevette shaving that I can use blades quite a long time. Okay, straight razor lather again, so it's dripping. But it's kind of cool to see how far you can push your skin with shaves. And it is a sign that the software and the hardware, that they're good and that your technique is on point when you can do it like I did. I'm just really enjoying this razor, and I'm thoroughly surprised that I am. I really didn't think I would. Still have to concentrate a bit with the angles. Yeah, good lather. This soap is quite phenomenal. I just have this one Moon soap, and I really enjoy it. It's good formula. Scent is very pleasant. It's very simple. There's no drama, no hidden darkness or anything like that. It's very simple. Citrus, fruity. There is like a woody touch to it, but it's quite naive. There's nothing dark. Just sort of. Okay. Second pass. Essentially against the grain. It's, you know, when I shave with a straight or a shavette, I know afterwards exactly how the shave was and what it's going to feel like. But this one, I really don't. And I'm bleeding much less than I expected. Because when I DE shaved in the past, which I more or less have not, I've been bleeding quite a bit. Yeah, not as close. I think I'm not quite pushing it, or it's the blade. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Aperol Spritz. Oh, that is nice. I'm told by Italians that Aperol Spritz was invented in Verona, or in that region. So that's what I keep believing. Okay, so third pass, see if we can get a bit closer on this one. I shouldn't have to do the exact same pass again. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, doing quite okay. Nah. It's okay, but it's definitely the blade now. Because I got a good angle, I think. Pushing quite hard, which is very counterintuitive for a straight razor shaver. And it's good. It's not as good as yesterday. Yeah, that's a good shave, not a bad shave. But it's blade changing times, and that's another new experience for me. So cool. I'm gonna rinse off and do aftershaves, and I'll be back with shave number 5, which is number 4 on this video, with a new blade if I can find one. See you. Okay, the last shave with the MLS razor and my conclusions. Got a new blade in it. It's a feather something. Those are supposed to be aggressive. I don't know, but let's see. Okay, so it has been really interesting to use this razor. I'm gonna pass it on now to the next person who's evaluating it for Matti. I have to say, it's been a lot of fun. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised at how much I enjoy this, how good it's going. I haven't been bleeding much. Well, I'm sure I will today, just because I said that, and because it's a new blade and everything. But it has been wrong way. See, I've started doing that. Wrong way. What's the... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Here you go. So, DEs can be fun. Who would have thought? Oh, lather is cauliflower. Chara. Chara is pine tar. And that's damn well what it smells like. This is an absolutely phenomenal soap. And a really cool scent. So yeah. I might be trying out DE razor or one or two. This is the only one I have. This is Edwin Jäger DE 86. Never ever seen anyone else use it. And if I compare them, and I haven't shaved with this, but I sure will. In size, they're similar. The Matti's razor is a little bit longer. But in terms of weight, I should have weighed this. I haven't. It's a little bit heavier than this one, but it feels so much more complete. And if you take it apart, this thing feels like, I guess it's the metal. This is heavier, sturdier, feels more expensive, elegant. I really am enjoying it, which is cool. Which is really cool. So what I'm doing in the process is I'm starting to teach myself how to DE shave, which is, and I'm not there. But with a bit of buffing and moving around, I am getting a high quality shave, the DE razor. Now, if I do a 2-pass shave, I'm still getting a better result with a straight. But since it's easier to do pass number 3 and 3.5/4 in a different way with the safety razor, go different angles, etc. I get a closeness which is very hard to get. Well, with a WEC 2-pass, I get BBS, except for this little area. But with the straight, it is hard. So interesting. So a few takeaways that I'll bring to my straight razor shaving. This blade, I don't feel it. Matti says that this base plate, which I haven't used, is very mild, and this one is quite mild. So it's not an aggressive razor, apparently. But I am getting very good results. And I rarely see anyone just do 2 passes with a DE anyway. I'm such an amateur. Yeah, it feels really good. To be honest, and it's probably because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't feel a huge difference between the Rik blade and this feather one in terms of Well, this feels very smooth actually. But in a different razor, probably a different experience, eh? But one takeaway for going back to straight is I will try a bit harder. Hang on. To get close in this area. I've given up on this because it's just so complicated. And I have to go that way and a few different angles. And I won't be able to do quite the same thing with the straight, but I will be paying more attention to it, and I will be doing I'll figure something out so that I can get closer. There we go. So that's two passes, one essentially with the grain and one essentially against. Not quite, but sort of. So the same directions I use with the straight razor, and then I'm not super. I could end it like this. This is like a, not fantastic straight razor shave, but I do have these. I'm quite happy. So I'm going to do a full third pass and then do pickups, because that's what I have been doing. That's what I think I would be doing with the DE. So I'll just go same thing again. It's a dog, can you hear him? Same thing again. My usual second pass. Except I go up here like a fool. So if you're a super experienced DE shaver, I don't know what you would think about this razor, I really don't. But if you're new to it, there's a good chance you'd love this, because I do, and I didn't think I would. Yeah, a few weepers, so. Upper lip is, I'm not sure I'm going to push that actually. I've got a few here and someone here. No cut, just weepers, they will go away. I am quite sure. Changing the angle a little bit and doing that, because I know that's useful. Pretty much nothing left there. Okay, cool. That's nice and quick. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing left here. A little bit there, a bit there, a bit there, and that's all good. Yeah, okay. So very little left. A little bit there, a little bit there, and a little bit there. And that's all I'm going to do. Otherwise, it's going to be. It's pretty perfect. Okay, now I get it. People going over and over and over. So a few weepers. I see people getting that all the time. So yes, yes, sir. So I don't know what Matti is gonna charge for this, if he makes any more and if he sells them. But you know, it certainly is just based on having shaved a bit with this, a bit with that, but mainly the feel and the look, to be honest, but mainly the feel and the design. I'd pay quite a bit more for this one than this Edwin Jäger, for sure. Quite a bit more. This is a piece of art, it's handmade, this isn't, and just the feeling and the look, to be honest. So take my word for it if you will, or don't. Listen to people who actually do have a lot of DE shaving experience. This thing, I really enjoy it. Everything with it. And Matti's a friend, so you know, I'm super biased, but I really like it. And if I wouldn't have, I would have not done this video, and I wouldn't have reviewed it and said it was poor. I would have kept my mouth shut. I'll be honest about that. But I really do like it. And as a newbie, you know, because that's what I am. But would I pay quite a bit of money for this? Yes, I would. I actually would. So that's it. That's it, folks. Thanks for having watched this. I'm gonna try and put it together in a comprehensible way and try and stop that bleeding. Thanks for watching. See you soon and stay sharp.